Greetings, dear colleagues! We are pleased to present a beta version of the new stock chart with the integrated mod chart search engine in our VOLFIX.NET program. It is started in the standard way in the component section. The search engine is turned on using the Search Matches button located in the top taskbar. The search service is made in order to make decisions having access to information about when similar events have already occurred and in what direction the market moved after that. For the search engine, a new information concept was created. Each new type of price in the period is assigned a serial number, so you see the scenario of the formation of the bar. The bars are painted in the dominant direction. In order to consider the scenario of bar formation, let's choose a bar with more complex volatility. The bar opened at a price of 1.1814, collapsed 10 ticks down, then moved on the right uptrend and fell 5 ticks just before closing at a price of 1.1813. In such a way, you see all the details of a multidirectional movement and can visually accurately classify volatility objects. In the Type window, you can select the characteristic of the bar construction you are interested in. By changing such parameters as number, symbol, we get the same information but in alphabetical order. The script is combined with quantitative characteristics such as volume traded at each price. In addition, we can get information about how many percent this volume is from the total amount in the traded bar. For example, 105 contracts are approximately 29% of the total volume in the traded bar. The next quantitative characteristic is ticks. This is the number of ticks traded at each price. The second is begin. And you see the time of the first and last trade for each price. For example, for this bar the price reached high on the 15/8 second. The last time it was fixed here on the 3rd minute and 47 second. In the end, in order to consider the information that we can get using the bottom histogram, let's go back to the scenario. Here we see the volume traded in the bar, average volume, there is the total volume divided by the size of the bar. Ticks is the number of ticks that passed inside the bar. Size, time characteristics, time and percents. For the growing bar they show, in the first line, the time from opening to low, the second from low to high, the third from high to closing. Dimensional characteristics, pips and pips in percent. In turn, for the falling bar, they show the number of ticks from opening to high in the first line and from low to closing in the second. To demonstrate the work of the search service, let's choose the bottom for 3 weeks. Let's launch the search engine. Next, we get information about how many of these same objects exist and where they appeared in the period from 3rd to 26th July 2017. After the search engine is turned on, a table of search queries appear on the right. Let's choose a search query corresponding to our time frame, where CMLQ3 means that the table is training. To select an object, activate the cursor with a double click, point it at the object and fix it with one more click. After the object is locked, all matches for all search queries will be locked for. Let's start with the search query for the volume with the VA91 index, where the 4th character in the index indicates the number of selected objects, 1 in this case. Accordingly, the search query VA99 is designed for 9 objects. Search query VA9X for 10 objects, VA9U for 11, VA90 for 12. The 3rd character in the index means that the search query is for 2-hour time frame. VA means search for the same volume or bigger. After clicking on the line, all the found objects on the chart are highlighted with a yellow stroke, and in the match list table there will be a list of matches with the object's serial number, the time of its appearance, the day of the week, the date, the size of the objects, and its volume. Clicking on each line, the object with the sequence number moves to the center of the screen. Search query VA92 is designed to search for the same volume or more already for two objects. Such coincidences were found 6, when more than 65,917 contracts were traded. In order to see when the same objects appear in the sector of time from 00 to 8 am, let's combine the search query VA92 with the search query TQ11. To do this, hold down the Control button and click on the objects of interest to us. The search query TQ22 is designed to search in the sector from 8 am to 4 pm, and the search query TQ33 in the sector from 4 pm to the end of the day. The search query TET1 is designed to search for objects of exactly the same time of the day. Let's return to the VA92 search query, where the second and third results differ from the prototypes of the player behave script. To get a match on the movement, let's combine the search query VA92 with the query SM92, which captures the movement of the object. In order to get a coincidence in terms of movement volume and exact time, it's necessary to combine the given search queries with the search request of the exact time. There are only two such coincidences. Let's see how many times the same situation was from January 1st, 2016. Data is available from 2008. The maximum length of the search is up for 2 years. The search showed out that the same scenario was quite rare, only 5 times for 19 months. We see that on the day of reversal, on January 3rd at the bottom of 2017, the players choose exactly the same scheme of actions as on the day of the prototype. Now we have information that the selected object has a certain potential. July 5th has another information line. Let's now rearrange the cursor to the bar opened at 12 am, select the exact time search query and search query SM97. All days with the same volatility scheme should be found. Starting from January 1st, 2016, there are only 2 such results. They are absolutely identical in size and almost identical in volume. They have the same scheme of the day and the same development of events in the aftermath. On an 8-hour chart, there were only 6 such schemes of the day as on July 5th. For the purity of the results, a search query of the object script and a search query for finding an object of the time size or larger were added. The prototype itself is a combination of 3 bars with alternating movement changes and a total volume of the 186,693 contracts. The first result is fixed at the minimums of 2016. The fourth, the absolute minimum of 2017 and the day of the turn. Accordingly, on July 5th, we see the intersection of 3 informational lines at the same time. The same scenario is the player's behavior in the days of reversal, and exactly the same market reaction as a result. In the new search service, a history of observations about any event is available. These new statistics can form the basis of modern technology analytics in the framework of objective information only. As you become familiar with the service, the number of search queries will constantly increase.